tunnel network. In fact, since the ceasefire between Israel and the militant Islamist group Hamas, more than 3 million tons of construction material have entered Gaza through Israel's Kerem Shalom border crossing, according to Israeli figures. The first major tunnel attack occurred near that same crossing in 2006, when 19-year-old Israeli soldier Gilad Shalit was captured by Hamas militants. Hamas held Shalit in Gaza until 2011, when Israel exchanged him for 1,027 Palestinian prisoners. The prospect of capturing another Israeli soldier and concluding another prisoner exchange is one reason the tunnels are so valuable to Hamas. According to experts in Palestinian politics, there is actually a surplus of cement and other construction materials in Gaza, leading to a black market that has enabled Hamas to easily repair the tunnels that Israel destroyed in 2014 and build new ones. The cost of making one tunnel is roughly $3 million, and the total cost of 32 such tunnels amount to $96 million. One tunnel requires 350 truckloads of construction material, which could be used to build 86 homes, 7 mosques, 6 schools and 19 medical clinics for civilians. It's no secret that Hamas has its ways of getting these construction materials, says Mkaim Abuzada, a professor of political science at Al-Azhar University in Gaza. There are some Palestinians who buy cement to rehabilitate their homes at the fixed price of 560 new Israeli shekels per ton, roughly $143, but sell it on the black market for roughly $205. This is part of the problem. Some of the Palestinians aren't using the cement to rebuild their homes, while Israel struggles to prevent the construction material it is allowing into Gaza from ending up in Hamas tunnels. It is developing a secret military weapon designed to eradicate the problem. According to intelligence officials, Israeli engineers are working tirelessly to develop what's being called their underground Iron Dome, a system that could detect and destroy cross-border tunnels. According to a report on Israeli Channel 2, the Israeli government has spent more than $250 million since 2004 in its efforts to thwart tunnel construction under the Gaza border. The United States has already appropriated $40 million for the project in the 2016 financial year in order to establish anti-tunnel capabilities to detect, map, and neutralize underground tunnels that threaten the U.S. or Israel, said U.S. Defense Department spokesman Christopher Sherwood. While the majority of the work in 2016 will be done in Israel, Sherwood added, the U.S. will receive prototypes, access to test sites, and the rights to any intellectual property. Contrary to reports quoting the Israeli Defense Ministry, which claimed that the United States had already earmarked $120 million for the project, Sherwood said that appropriations are done annually, thus there is no guarantee that an additional $40 million will be appropriated in 2017 and 2018. Among the Israeli companies working to develop the new anti-tunnel mechanism are Elbit Systems and Rafael Advanced Defense Systems, the same company that developed the Iron Dome rocket defense system. Both companies declined to provide any details due to security reasons, as did the Israeli Defense Forces and other Israeli officials, who fear that such information could play into Hamas's hands. Yet according to intelligence sources, the system involves seismic sensors that can monitor underground vibrations. Israeli Defense Forces Chief of Staff General Gadi Eisenkot hinted at these efforts in February. We're doing a lot, but many of the things we do are hidden from the public, he told a conference at Herzliyah's Interdisciplinary Center. We have dozens, if not 100, engineering vehicles on the Gaza border. Yaakov Amidra, a former national security advisor to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and former head of Israel's National Security Council, told FP the confidential new system is not yet operational, but it is in a testing mode. Since the beginning of 2016, nearly a dozen Hamas tunnels have collapsed on the Palestinians who were building them, killing at least 10 of the group's members. While winter rains have been blamed as the culprit, the wave of collapses has led many here to wonder if Israel's new secret weapon is already at work. Hamas, too, is paying close attention to Israeli attempts to thwart its tunnel network. Haniyeh, the senior Hamas official, told Gazans at Friday prayers on February 19 that the Islamist group had discovered an underground vehicle on which were installed cameras and sensors to monitor tunnels and fighters. Even if Haniyeh's claim is true, Israel still appears unable to completely counter Hamas's subterranean advantage. And if the development of the underground Iron Dome is any indication, it could be several years before Israel is able to employ an effective anti-tunnel system. In the meantime, Israeli residents of Gaza border towns are growing frustrated with what they perceive as a government that lacks any vision beyond fighting a war with Hamas every 2 or 3 years. Israel has fought 3 wars with Hamas since it withdrew from the Gaza Strip in 2005, 2008's Operation Cast Lead, 2012's Operation Pillar of Defense, and 2014's Operation Protective Edge. While border residents wish the government and military would do more to protect them from Hamas's tunnels, many of them also want the government to help the people of Gaza